Hello friends, welcome to Motor Standards Hub. In this video, we will understand the scope of IEC 60034-1. Scope means which motors are covered by the standard and which are not. This is very important before applying an IEC requirements to a motor. Let us understand this step by step with simple examples. So before we go deep into individual clauses of IEC 60034, let me show you the complete learning roadmap for this series. This flowchart will help you to understand where we are and what is coming next. Already we have seen introduction to motor standards, and now we are going to see scope of IEC 60034-1 in this episode. Then we clearly define what motors are covered and what are excluded, so we never misuse the standard. In coming videos, we are going to see definitions and rated values. Next, we understand the basic language of IC: rated voltage, power, frequency, current and speed. Then motor ratings and performance parameters. Here we connect ratings with the real performance like efficiency, losses, torque and current behavior. Voltage and frequency variations. In real life, supply is not perfect. So we study how voltage and frequency variation affect motor performance and rating, and so on. So duty types, thermal concepts and heating, insulation classes and temperature rise, cooling methods, different degree of protections, motor test as per IEC, permissible tolerances, efficiency classes, motor nameplate interpretation, IEC versus IS, practical motor selection and failures. So step by step we are going to learn all these things. So let us start with our second episode of scope of IEC 60034-1. Every standard must clearly define where it applies. Without scope, standards can be misused. Wrong motor selection can happen if scope is not understood properly. Defining scope ensures safety, correct application, and expected performance. So what IEC 60034 covers? It covers all type of rotating electrical machines, industrial electric motors, motors used in industrial applications, AC motors, DC motors, AC generators. So all type of rotating electrical machines are covered by this standard. If we go the individual types of motors covered, then this standard covers three-phase induction motors commonly used in industries. Then single-phase motors used for industrial purposes are also included. General purpose DC motors are covered. Then DC generators and alternators are also part of rotating electrical machines. Generally, if generator is DC generator, it is it is getting called as DC generator. But if it is AC generator, there is an alternative name as alternator for these machines. So these three-phase induction motors, single-phase motors, DC motors, DC generators, and alternators are covered by this standard. So if we look at typical applications, then motors used in pumps, fans and blowers are fall under IC 60034-1. Compressors and conveyors system also use motors covered by this standard. Heavy duty applications like crushers and mills are included. These are the typical industrial application where motors are getting used. Minorly, there might be a application wide changes in the motors, but all the basic things are covered by this standard. So what is not covered by this standard? IC 60034 does not apply to household appliance motors. Motors used in ceiling fans, mixers and washing machines are excluded from this standard. Such motors follow different product specific standards. Even it doesn't cover machines for rail and road vehicles, which are covered by IEC 60349 series. Understanding exclusions is an important aspect as understanding inclusions. Certain special purpose motors are excluded from IC 60034. Example include aircraft motors, marine motors, and traction motors. Motors used in nuclear application also have a separate standard. These applications require special safety and design consideration. Hence, it is not included in the standard, but these motors are covered by specific standards to take care of all the special safety and design considerations. So let us understand with a simple example like 15 kilowatt pump motor of 415 volt, which is covered by IC 60034-1, but ceiling fan motor which is used in household appliances is not covered by these standards. So application decides which standard applies. Engineers must understand the scope to specify the correct motor. It helps in proper communication with motor manufacturers whenever you are buying a new motors. Knowing the scope avoid failures, disputes and incorrect testing. Correct application of standard is critical in engineering practice. So it is necessary to understand the standard and what is covered under this standard and what is excluded. So let us summarize this video. IC 60034-1 applies mainly to industrial motors. It covers AC and DC rotating electrical machines. Household and special purpose motors are excluded. Even rail vehicles, motors and traction motors are covered by different series of standards. In the next video, we will explain important definitions from IC 60034-1. We will cover rated voltage, rated power and rated frequency. This will help you to understand motor nameplate data in better way. Thank you. Stay connected, stay inspired, subscribe, like, share and spread learning to others. See you in next video.